The idea of foldable device is always fascinating, that we are able to unfold and fold a device to a larger screen that we are able to fit in our pocket. The hype I'm feeling is at an all-time high when a mainstream manufacturer like Samsung announced their Galaxy Fold back in March of 2019, as it will be no longer a niche device that a small company create just to create attention for their company. And since then, many more foldable devices have come out to the surface from other reputable brands such as Huawei, Oppo, Xiaomi, and so on. This lead me to believe that foldable will be a next step of innovation of smartphone, just like how full edge-to-edge screen phone has already taken over smartphone with keyboard. But the reality is, still not yet, at least for now. With the recent leak of an upcoming Samsung Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip 3, it further strengthens Samsung's position. They are going to update this foldable as a yearly thing, which gives me hope that a foldable or some sort of bendable screen will be able to take over the smartphone industry. Let's first talk about the Z Fold 3. The device inherits most of the previous design, from its long aspect ratio in clamshell mode to Infinity O front-facing camera on outer and inner screen, while giving the normal flagship annual treatment where you spot the latest and greatest internal specification from Snapdragon and 12GB RAM. Not the latest Snapdragon 888 Plus, but it's still strong and will keep you going for years to come. I have been wanting to get myself a foldable device for the longest time, but there are a few things stopping me from getting one. In Malaysia, we don't have a return policy where you can return a device within a certain period of time and get a full refund. So every one of our purchase will have to be carefully thought out. Of course, I can always sell it, but it will almost certainly come with a loss. The first major hurdle that foldable have to overcome is obviously the price. It currently priced even higher than most of the flagship phone at around $1,500 to $2,000, and this is insane. I understand more material and technology is involved in creating this device, but at that price, only people with a lot of spare cash will be able to get those. So, unless foldable device will get at least around the price of a current flagship at around $1,000, it will always be a concept device that are rarely seen in a while. The next issue will be the crease itself. I understand that most reviewers on the internet always emphasize that the crease will not be distracting around 1 or 2 days while using it, just like a notch on this phone. But the no return policy in many of the countries prevent us from getting used to the crease in 1 or 2 days. The best we can do is experience in store, while the Samsung employee eyeing our every move, scared that we will break it. I mean, come on guys, I know this is an expensive product, but this is your potential customer. Some might not like it for you to eyeing you always. So don't stress him out, just give him some free space, and you might get yourself a customer. So being the person I am, I never tested the product long enough to get over the crease itself. This directly translates to our experience where the crease is there and we always will notice it. So another major point deducted. The third and final point is the longevity of the device. With there being a movable part, which is a hinge and a flexible screen itself, many will question, how long will it last? As we are spending thousands of our hard-earned money, we don't expect it to break in 1 or 2 years, right? Even though Samsung and other manufacturers did their own testing, like 200,000 times in life cycle, which is like 100 times per day if you plan to use it for 5 years, it still gives the user a limited lifespan of the phone itself. With the limited lifespan in mind, I suspect it won't do well in the second-hand market too, as we don't know how much did the previous user fold the device and it might break in a year after the purchase. So that's that. But in the end, I still feel that foldable will do well in the future and take over the current smartphone trend, which is the edge-to-edge screen. The price will eventually come down and the crease will get soft as technology advances. But for the longevity of the device, I don't know. Since there's a moving part, and with a moving part, it will eventually break. But that's my thought of the current state of foldable. Do you plan to get yourself a foldable? Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Ciao!